Howdy, y'all. Today we're going to work on double stops and a few other things. For all of you people who have wondered what a double stop is, it is two notes played simultaneously and then you stop. Okay, that's the most basic way to understand it. Other people have other ideas about that, but that's what we're going with for today's lesson, okay? And of course I'm going to do this in country style. Be using the Groovy John Cruz custom made Telecaster here from back in '83, before there was such a thing as a custom shop. So very special, cool axe. And you guys are observant. Somebody asked back here with my toys, do your snakes have a name? Okay, there's a small snake hanging up here. These are stuff I use also as props in my little singles gig. Lay them around. I actually do put lighting on each one and blah blah blah. This one has not got a name yet. This big old guy that always scares my wife half to death, especially if she comes in through the garage door and I've got it sitting there and whatever. This guy is so cool, okay? And his name is Sam, for anybody wanting to know. Reason being is because of Kiss back in the Destroyer tour, and a little bit more, before he got stolen from the prop shop. And a lot of Kiss's old stage stuff got stolen, other stuff just got used, burnt, thrown away, whatever. Yeah, Sam was stolen. That was the name of Gene Simmons' big snake or serpent that was wrapped around a big pole that he would, carry around, and it had fog shooting out of its nose. It wasn't really a snake, it was a serpent. His went by the name Sam, middle initial T, stands for the last name Serpent. So Sam T. Serpent. So I just use Sam, because, old Kiss trivia. So Sam, he gets a lot of special treatment. He gets some fog, he gets some cool lighting, and blah 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 when it's time to light up my snakes. Okay, so you guys are observant. Okay, I'm going to make this very easy. Okay, again, country. I don't care if you hybrid pick, which means like a thumb pick or a regular pick plus fingers, or if you only used your fingers in a motion where you're actually just picking upward. Let's get down here so you can know what I'm talking about. Get down tonight. There you go. There, it looks like a good thing. And I'm going to do it in A because I love everything in A. Okay, so good old telly in the bridge position, no reverb, we got compression on and a little bit of delay, as does everybody, to get that country sound. It's just the way it is, tried and true for many, many, many moons. Okay? And the thing I want to do more than anything is spell this out better than most, because people just don't take their time to show you what is what. And I'm going to do that and just get you from the beginning and show you some other cool tricks and licks along with this. Again, I'm going to be playing. I'm going to just do this and my G string will be in tune. Okay, there we go. I'm going to be doing this. So grabbing my D and G string. And I hit double strings, and then I stop. That's just the basic way. Okay? Okay, so what we're going to do is outline the A bar chord, B-A-R-R-E. If nobody has ever taught you how to spell bar, B-A-R-R-E. Okay, so we're going to the 5th fret, make an A bar chord. If you don't know that, I'm here to show you. Okay, we're going to go by fret numbers. Okay, so E string 5, And the next two will be your 7th and 7th fret on the D and A strings. Then you're going to have on the 6th fret G, and then because it's all barred across all the way across all 6 strings, okay, it's like a capo, so they call it a bar. Again, with the double R and an E at the end, we get 5 and 5 fret numbers. So okay, a lot of this stuff is done by simply sliding before the notes. So we're going to chase this chord pattern. So we're going to do like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. All the notes I just showed you, and then add another note to it. So we can play 2 strings at the same time. Double stops. Okay, so we're going to do 5 and then 4, because we're just adding another note to it. Okay, so this actually gives you a third of the chord if you're into theory, but I'll just dumb that down a little bit because of where we are in the scale of things as far as intermediate or beginners. Okay, so to slide into it, it is actually not a slide. A lot of people do that. Actually pick everything. So, okay, and then if you were going all the way up to this note next, because it's part of the chord, then you could actually do both notes because they're in the chord at 7 and 7 on the A and D string. Okay, and then following that, you could go to the chord or the notes that are next, which are your pinky, okay, which we won't use now, but this on the 7, okay, and then we're going to add the one that is on the 6, which gives you the third of this chord. Now the next two are simply, or the next one, I'm sorry, you can do whichever you want. Okay, that's using the 6 and then the 5 on the B string. And then finally sliding into the 5 and 5. Okay, so you could, this gets you very familiar with it. Just follow it like that. Okay, and by doing that, sitting around on the couch again, I love to sit on the couch, and just practicing that will get you quite a bit of the way. Then we can fill in these things by adding more little positions that are cool. Okay, so after the first one, this here is a cool one. Okay, so we're ultimately ending up on 5 and 4 on A and D strings. So you got, okay, and then we got, which is kind of cool, or yeah, that's a great one. It puts in a 7th, or A7. Okay, so again, 5 and 4, and then just bring the whole thing down, 5 and 4. And then we got here, instead of 7 and 7, we go 7 and 5. And then we can go 7 and 7, and then we can do 7 and 5. I'm sorry, 7 and 6. And then again, we're still doing this thing, so we'll do 6 and 5, and 5 and 5. We can add a lot of cool things coming up in a little bit. Okay, so I just added 2 things, which was this one, and then the 7th chord. Okay. It's kind of off, but a suspended 4. Okay, so you got a lot of cool things. That's what a double stop is. And again, it's so you hear a lot of different notes in between, kind of ghosty notes. Okay, if you want that, of course you do. It's just going on the B and G strings, or G and B if we're going down. 14, 14. 12, 12. 11, 10. Okay. 10 and 9. 9 and 8. And then we just went sliding up from 5 to 6. And sliding up from 4 to 5. Back 1 fret. Back 1 fret. And finally 2 and 2. If you want to. Okay. Example of double stops. Okay, so that's a groovy lick to have in your arsenal as well. Now here comes a little thing that are called pedal tones, meaning you keep one note there. Okay, so we're going to keep the high E here at 5, 5th fret, and then of course the 5 that we've already played here on the B. And you'll hear this a lot. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be high E string at the 5, and then we're going to skip the B string. So there's that. Then we're just actually doing the 5, going to 8 on the G, chromatically going backwards, which means every single fret. Okay, that's what chromatically means. So that's a half step down. The whole step is 2 frets at a time. So hammer-on, which sounds great. Again, you're back into double stops, but with a hammer-on. Stopping where we did before, which is 7 and 6. Great little set of double stops from 7 and 6 this way, going up to 9 and 7, and you can chromatically go up, so you end up on 11 and 9, backward the same way. Between, I'm using my thumb on the A string. So it's still double stops because we are not playing 3 notes at the same time. We're playing 1 note. to make them percussive and not really play open notes. I'm just trying to click what I'm muting with my hand over here. Because it's whatever you want. There are different flavors here. 7 and 6, 6 and 4, whatever you want to do with that. So typically 7 and 6. Okay, 6 and 4. Okay, without the middle one. Again, 6 and 4, going to 4 and 2, then 2 and 2. Okay, if you want to keep going, we're actually going to the E chord, kind of going again, same thing, 7 and 6, which is changed up right here to 5 and 4, back to 4 and 2. To open and 2. So you got a kind of cool. I like doing that a lot with my thumb. This is not a double stop, it's just cool things. Okay, so there are cool things coming up from here on out. To embellish your double stops. I will show you one other thing that is just a redundant thing, but it's played lower. Let's just get it out of the way now. When we did the okay, so we have the A. Okay, this is kind of cool. So you got your pinky or whatever on 9, which gives you your octave of the A. Now we're just going to go chromatically down again. We're just going to find another finger to use it with. Slide it up on the A string, right above your pinky or whatever it is, to the 7th fret. Okay, great. Stops. So again, we're bringing this one up as a slide on the A string from 6 to 7. Hit it again. Down half step. Half step. Now we're all the way down. This is the biggest stretch we have for today. So we're still on the 9th fret of the D string, down to the 3rd fret on the A. Okay, you can either do it as a slide or as a double stop. Always sounds better as a double stop. Well, it sounds better a lot of times. And you can do it that way, which is just right there, which is on the E and the A, 5 and 4, or you can do it just this way. Depending on where you're going to go next. Again, the footloose thing. Not double stops, but that's just doing thumb, low E string, 3rd fret. Bend it up a whole step, exactly the same as the open A that you're going to be hitting in a second. They will not be ringing at the same time. each other as far as sustain goes. You can do with that whatever you will. I've showed that in many things. Again, they're not double stops, but if you like it, these are going to be hammer-ons. A, 2 and 4. Yep, it sounds very dissonant, but they sound cool together as you heard. So we're going to go to open D. Okay, so open A, 2, 4, open D. And back to the 4 on the A again. So you have 2 notes that are 1/2 step away from each other, but it sounds cool. Okay, everything just kind of stays there. Okay, we're going to do open D, hammer on to 2. And that's 3 notes ringing. Okay. Then everything backwards. D string. There you go, the 4 ringing at the same time on the A. Okay. 2 and open. And I like to do the 2 notes here on the D and G at the 2nd fret. And a lot of times, because of timing, we just end up there at the 4th fret. Okay, the one thing you see is very quick. This hand is what I'm doing. Okay? And then exactly the same thing, but just 1 string down. Only thing the same is your A. And start on the D string. And then I just finish it coming down backwards. Same as we had before. Footloose at the end. Okay, so that's very cool. Other double stops, of course, that kind of thing. I'll give it to you and then we'll get out of here. I've done this a lot of times, but it works within the lesson. A is going to be up here on the B string at 10, and then we're going to go at 9 on the high E string. Then we're going 12 and 10. Then we're going 14 and 12, backward where we were, 12 and a 10, back to 10 and 9. Okay, if you're doing real quick stuff like, and you actually let the delay do its thing, okay, that's what I'm playing. It's that ghost note, or muting it, and you get to hear the delay. Okay, so okay, so there you have chromatic up, chromatic down from here. Different just simply by phrasing, and I did a little turnaround, which went down to the E chord, Okay, which is going down to 9 on the B, 7 on the E. So I did it as a complete slide. You do what you want. Sorry. Which is 12 and 10. And then resting back on 10 and 9. So cool stuff. Act like your fingers are glued together. Very cool. Or get away from the double stop. Very important you keep them, again, like your fingers are glued together. Okay. Correct bending to the exact point is very critical. There was something else I wanted to show you on this whole thing, but it is escaping me for some reason, and so therefore I will just simply end this where it's at. Another cool last thing, I'm going to show you just a banjo roll real quick. Thumb on the G. Okay, so thumb, G, up on the E, and then the next finger. Okay, so we went thumb, middle finger first. Thumb, G, up on the middle finger on E, and then up on the B string with your first finger. Again, another couch thing. Okay, it's great for going all the way up or whatever you want to do. Okay, here's what I'm going to get at. There's just a A7, which is 9 and 8. I started a whole step up called a pre-bend. What's cool about these things too is you can actually take them as the A7, and if you can get all the way up here, it's just cool to go a chromatic thing, 1 fret at a time, just going up. Until you find some place that's familiar, and just stop on a root and a third, which ends up being 15 and 16, E and G on this one. But just a great sounding thing. Last thing, I know I keep doing this, is just over the nut bends. If you have something other than a straight headstock, if you have something that bends backward like a Gibson or something, you are SOL on this. Fender headstock's perfect for it. Which means bends over the top. Things like okay, so in A, it's cool to hit there's 2 different things that I'm going to show you. I'm going to do the A string and the D string together as a double stop harmonic directly above the 12th. Pushing down on the D string until it goes up a whole step. Okay. Same thing on A and the G string. Harmonics. Sounds like a bender. Okay, so you can start pre-bent. Hit your A and your B string. Pre-bend the same thing on the G string. A lot better if you actually are in tune first. Okay, reason I went back up on the D string is because it's in a weird place. You can stay on the A7, which means the G string. Okay, so that's always cool. Okay, and if you want to do it, people will get rid of that A because the band does it, if it's a band situation, and get out of there with their volume thing and bring it out that way. You hear me hitting it, doing that kind of thing, or whammy style. Okay, so there you go. That's all I'm going to show you. Double stops and tricks. Okay, once again, I am Scott Grove over at GroovyMusicLessons.com, and that's Sam. That might be called I Am. That's Sam I Am. I don't know. Give me a name for my other snake. Keep it clean. Okay, I know I've got a lot of new subscribers. 6-year-old that I know of. A 6-year-old boy and his dad are taking lessons now and keeping the channels clean or bringing in a new whole new group of people, which is very cool and keeps me in check as well. So hope you enjoyed the lesson, and again, come back for some more groovy country stuff that you can actually understand, that won't be over your head. There's other stuff that I've recorded a long time ago that are on here. 800 or so lessons have been deleted due to my bad mouth. Or stuff that just weren't lessons. Okay, so these are lessons. The reviews of guitars are pretty much gone except for with Dillian, because you get a discount at DillianGuitars.com if you write John over there at Dillian Guitars at AOL.com, mention my name, you get some stuff off, some money off of there. Basically gives you like a free shipping is what it comes down to, and maybe a gig bag. South Creek Audio, all of my cables come from them. I do buy them. Just the best cables I've ever had. Go there, South Creek Audio. 20-foot cable here. You can get your right angles on them, everything. Just pick out what you want, and these are what I use on everything. My entire guitar rig, my entire sound system, everything that they have that I could possibly use, I use it on everything. So again, South Creek Audio, check them out. And before Bucket Head ever came around, you got your good old stretch strap by Levy's, the #1. I used to use this back in the early 80s. If you ever have a Les Paul or something like these acrylic guitars that people are worried about being heavy, or basses or something, why put yourself through the pain? These just automatically, I mean, you just adjust them so that once it settles in there via the weight of the guitar, it weighs not. I don't even feel that I have this guitar on. Why? This. Yes, it bounces. Okay, again, Buckethead had nothing to do with this other than he bought one later and everybody thinks it was his idea. No. Levy's came up with this, years ago, and he just happened to go get one. So get one of these and you'll never feel the weight of any instrument, even though it's only a 2 or 2.5 inch strap. No, I have nothing to do. I went out and bought this. I mean, people aren't giving me these. And again, whether it's a double neck or not, I can't feel the weight on me. So save your back, kids, and think smart. That's an amazing invention, and it's been out for 40, 50 years. Okay? So, use your head. Again, I hope you like the new little format of lessons, and I enjoy being back here doing them in this format. I just had to go away for a little while and get family, friends, myself, and everything, health especially, and check, and then come back and just try to be a better person for you all. Okay? Hope you enjoy. And again, I also leave all the comments open, which I didn't do before. They're just open to anybody, and whatever you post is what you post. So I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but guys, be groovy. Head over to groovymusiclessons.com. It's posted below. Again, get 200 hours worth of lessons to download. They're yours forever, not to resell like some people have done. But $25, that's less than the price of a half-hour lesson with any person who doesn't know how to teach you well enough. Okay, so you guys be awesome. Sam, I am, and all them say groovy. And once again, be groovy. I'm out of here. See you soon.